Hello, Tonka Online students. Hello, Tonka Online students. Welcome to semester 2. I'm Mrs. Lewis, and if you did not have me last semester, I am just an English teacher at Minnetonka High School, and I'm super excited to have you in my class. So just a quick tutorial here on what this class looks like and what we're going to be doing. The top part here on the Schoology page is for any course questions that you have. So please post some questions that you might have or your classmates might have, and I will answer them within 24 hours. You can also directly message me, and I'm happy to at any time have a Google Meet that we can set up and talk. This welcome folder and class materials I will continually add to. If you're in the building, you can see when I'm available and where I am and how you can Schoology message me, Google Meet code, or email me. I also have a class agenda calendar, which is new this semester. I'm going to try something different where I'm posting kind of like a weekly calendar. It will also be on Schoology, but this kind of gives you a calendar at a glance for what's happening. And these may change, so always look at Schoology for the actual completion dates, but this should give a good overview. So for example, for this week, you should do Unit 0 and the first lesson of Unit 1. And I've also started to do a little bit more of a pacing guide. Some of you wrote that in your intro Google form. So I just thought I would do where you could complete, if you're trying to do it on a daily basis, what you should do to keep on track. Last semester, I just did it all at once, and you could just do whatever you wanted. This lays it out if you want to follow it day by day. Obviously, you don't have to, but you should be logging in every day and doing something for class. And if something carries over to the next day, that's fine too. All lessons are due on Sunday by 11:59, and then the new schedule gets posted for the next week. So I have the first 2 weeks pretty much laid out here, and they will be posted on Schoology with those links. And you can find that in the welcome folder and class materials. You'll also find things like, and they're not quite there yet, but Turnitin codes, any specific technology information that I need to pass along to you. So anything that really is important, I'll throw it in that class materials folder. So the two lessons that you're going to be doing for this week that will be due on Sunday at 11:59 on January 30th are pretty simple. The first one is just an intro to the course. And if you had me last semester on Tonka Online, some of these are the same things. So because you have to do them again. Watching this intro video, that's what you're doing right now. Completing a course pacing guide, that's just reading over how do you pace yourself? What is a good suggestion for how you can do an online class? And again, don't skip over this stuff because this is super important. Enrolling into Turnitin. If you had me last semester, you do not need to enroll again. The rest of you look through here on how to enroll to Turnitin and enroll in my English 10 Tonka Online class. If you had me in English 10 in person, you still need to enroll on my Tonka Online one. Everyone has to do this read and sign online agreement because it's a new semester. And then the next one is discussion board guidelines because we'll be doing a little bit more discussion boards this time. So it's great to review these. And then there's a course procedures and logistical check-in quiz to make sure that you understand these materials. And that is graded. The last thing is more just how can I connect with others in my class and how can I personally, Mrs. Lewis, get to know you a little bit better. And that is a pie chart. And basically all it is you look at, and the information is here, and I put my example there as well. But basically what all you're going to do is to complete a pie chart, that identifies at least 5 of your biggest interest areas or pieces of you that that are important to you, that show like how you divide your time or how you focus on certain things that are important. Now, obviously you can't put everything in here, but choose your top 5. And then kind of the percentages of what you do with them. There is a blank one here, so you could just draw the pie chart and color it and write in what they are. Or if you really want to do it a little bit more fancy like I did, this link creates your pie chart for you, and then it color codes it for you and does the percentages. It's really simple to do. And that link is there too. But again, you can do it just your own drawing, or you could use the electronic version. And I'm sure there are other versions online as well. Once you are finished with that, take a picture of your pie chart, just like I did, and post it to the discussion board. And then I want you to look over your peers' pie charts just to kind of see what they're interested in, and then comment on 2. So it can be as simple as a connection that you found, something you liked about what they said, something you found interesting, something different, something that surprised you, something you hadn't thought of, ways that you're different from somebody else, ways that you're similar, really anything. Positive comments only when you do a discussion board post. And those are all of your tasks for Unit 0, we call that, because it's technically just the intro class. And there's only one lesson on that Unit 0. And all those tasks, and they're really short, are due by Sunday. But on my agenda, I suggested you just do these all for Wednesday. Next, you will have Unit 1, which is Intro to Rhetoric and Frederick Douglass. And our first lesson is just basically what is rhetoric and how do we do argumentation. And so those tasks are going to take you into how do we argue? What is a model for argumentation? What is the CER model? And then you're going to do a quick little introductory mini speech about arguing about something that you think is interesting or important or fun. It could even be like why Starbucks is better than Caribou or whatever. And you're going to post that to a Flipgrid. And then you're going to just do a little bit more work with some ads and argumentation and understanding what exactly is rhetoric and what are rhetorical devices. So that is all that you are going to be doing for Sunday. Some of it seems like a little bit like a lot of work, but it's really not if you break it down into these days. So like for Wednesday, it's to do those introductory activities. For Thursday, it's to do the CER model and create your video. And for Friday, it is to complete the videos and notes on rhetoric and what rhetoric is, the introduction to rhetoric. And then the following week, we're going to get into how do we use these ideas? How do we find them? How do we find them in ads? How do we find them in case studies? How do we make claims? And then how do we utilize those when we read? And the story we're going to read is the narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass. So that's where we're headed these next 2 weeks. It's great to have you on board in my class. Again, anytime I can help you, I am happy to meet with you or just answer your questions. And I usually get back to you within 24 hours. Thanks so much. Have a great day.